that Michigan needs. Bring your talents and creativity to the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com to get started.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, U.S. lawmakers have until midnight tonight to pass a bill that would keep the government running. We'll have the latest live from Washington, D.C. Plus, we hear from Senator Gary Peters on tens of millions of dollars coming to Michigan to improve and expand broadband access. Northern Michigan University is set to receive a significant portion. And we hear from an artificial intelligence startup company in Marquette set to receive $100,000 from the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
For the Marquette area, it's going to be a cold one. You can see, and some snow showers will be around for tonight. Lake effect here on the northerly wind, particularly through midnight, but it'll linger into daybreak. Maybe inch or two with temperatures dropping into the single digits. It's a cold one there, and a lot of cold air as well across much of the region, down to the single digits, and some of those lake effect snow showers, particularly on the northern shores of Lake Superior. Rest of the weekend outlook coming up later in the show. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you. At this hour, lawmakers in Washington are scrambling to get a government spending plan across the finish line in order to avoid a government shutdown. A plan was in place earlier this week, but it was shot down by Republicans at the request of President-elect Donald Trump and his allies like Elon Musk. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on Capitol Hill tonight. Brendan, good evening. What is the latest?
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening. A fluid day, to say the least, here on Capitol Hill. I can say that right now I'm watching these votes come in. It's taking place on the House floor right now. They're voting on this third spending plan. There are over 350 yes votes and about a little over 30 no votes. All Democrats so far have voted in favor for this legislation. Just a little over 30 Republicans voting no. Keep in mind, as we said, this is the third spending plan we've seen in the last 2 days. We saw the original Plan A shot down after pressure from Elon Musk and President-elect Donald Trump. Plan B brought to the House floor last night, and that failed. Here we are today on Plan C, which was a product after we saw Speaker Mike Johnson and Republicans meet earlier this afternoon behind closed doors to come up with this plan, which, Kevin, is honestly very similar to yesterday's plan, which again failed in the House. It contains a one-year extension of the Farm Bill. It contains billions for disaster relief and a clean short-term spending plan, which keeps the government open until March. However, unlike yesterday's Republican-led plan that failed, this one does not include a debt ceiling increase, which President-elect Donald Trump was calling for. Leaving out the debt ceiling increase is positive news to some conservative hardliners who are adamantly against it. And it could also be good news to Democrats, because the debt ceiling will be a key negotiating tool for Democrats to have in their back pocket over the next 2 years, with the Republican trifecta soon to be here in Washington. We asked some members how they felt about this new plan earlier today, if they were concerned how the president-elect might feel about that no debt ceiling increase, and if Congress can work together with the Senate and avoid a full-blown shutdown. Take a listen.
I sure hope so. You know, that we can't speak for the Senate. You know, I think we should get this done today.
I wouldn't be voting for it if I didn't think the president-elect was going to support it, and I think everybody feels that way.
Kevin, the House was voting this measure with a suspension of the rules, meaning that it would need 2/3 majority of the House to pass. It's looking like that's going to be the case. It's not official here yet, but we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. But of course, keep in mind that even if this measure does pass the House with that 2/3 majority, it's going to head to the Democratic-controlled Senate. We're still waiting to see what the deal is going to be, when they might vote on that. But most of the effects of a shutdown wouldn't really impact, the full effects wouldn't be seen until Monday. So we do have a few days, the weekend here, you know, some breathing room if an impasse stretches past that 11:59 deadline tonight. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you very much as always. Michigan is set to receive $57 million from the National Secure Trusted Communications Network's reimbursement plan, also called RIP and Replace. The funds include $27 million for Northern Michigan University. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with Senator Gary Peters about how the money will improve broadband access for thousands across the Upper Peninsula.
This week, the Senate passed the U.S. National Defense Bill. The legislation includes $57 million to replace broadband equipment at more than 300 sites across Michigan.
This is so critical for families everywhere, but particularly in rural areas.
Michigan U.S. Senator Gary Peters says it was a priority for him to get the funds included in this year's bill. The money is a part of the National Secure Trusted Communications Network reimbursement plan. Peters says when many broadband lines were installed, cheaper equipment from a Chinese manufacturer was used.
We found significant security breaches where the Chinese government was actually able to secure private information from folks. It is something that's simply unacceptable.
The money will include $27 million to help Northern Michigan University upgrade its educational access network. The broadband lines supply high-speed internet access to thousands all across the Upper Peninsula.
It's important to note that it's not just for students, although 7,000 students will now have secure internet access. Currently, over 16,000 families across the UP use this system.
Peters says this was a priority for him to ensure secure broadband for Michigan, and because the funds will help expand existing broadband networks, allowing more people access to online education, medical care, and business tools.
This is a win for those folks who are on that system now, but it's really a win for everybody in the Upper Peninsula that will be able to have not only affordable high-speed internet, but also know that it is secure.
Both the House and Senate have now passed the bill, and it's headed to the president's desk to be signed into law. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
The Marquette-based tech startup SynCurrent has become the first artificial intelligence company to receive a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Rural and Development Office. Our John Truitt spoke to the founder on why this is so important.
Navigating the landscape of applying for state, federal, and municipal grants has become increasingly complex. Finding the right grant, who qualifies, and what the requirements are can be a full-time job. That's why Dhruv Patel and his company are using AI to better target the right grant for the right purpose.
So it's writing, identifying, understanding whether you're eligible or non-eligible, the compliance behind after you receive an award, how do you do your reporting and your budgeting and all that stuff. All of those items are called the grant life cycle.
One of SynCurrent's first clients is the city of Marquette. Assistant City Manager Sean Hobbins believes Patel's platform is something Marquette can use.
There are so many grants out there on so many platforms that it's almost impossible to search them all as a human, right? So it's really useful to see AI being used in this capacity because it knows about what we need and our demographics and our budget, and it can use all that information to go out and find what we're qualified for.
Patel explains why AI is so useful.
What AI is really, really good at is taking a ton of information and organizing it and bringing it to you, the user.
SynCurrent will roll out a monetized version sometime in January, but right now it's free to sign up and to try.
But all you need to do to get started is just enter in the name of the government, and that's it, and we can match you with opportunities.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
SynCurrent will receive $100,000 in grant funding from the USDA's Division of Rural Development. Your first warning weather forecast with Tom DeVecchio after the break, and later the Upper Goddess returns. This time Lori's showing us a quick and easy way to make your own caramel corn. We'll be right back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive.
If you're looking for a vehicle,
or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again,
come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
We are here around the clock in all weather. Your home away from home in medical crisis. We've seen it all, weddings through holidays. We don't have all the answers, but we're always present. It isn't for the thank you. We do it for our guests like Tom, Pam, and Nora. And your support brings warmth and comfort to families in need. Please donate today and help us make it home.
It's Christmas time at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. The tree is up and the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Come shop our timeless diamond stud earrings, gemstones of every color, and fashion jewelry that will capture her heart. Give the gift of love wrapped up with one of our signature gold boxes with the burgundy bow. Shop Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service.
Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's end of the year clearance. You'll save 30 to 60% off hundreds of items. We're clearing out sofas from Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England. You can buy a nice sofa for just $449. There's big discounts on recliners from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, and Best. Recliners start at just $299. And huge discounts on Amish dining room and bedroom furniture. Quality that will last a lifetime. There's clearance prices on mattresses from Serta, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. A full-size mattress is just $179. Shop Shunk's at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines here for Marquette. Wintertime begins tomorrow. Of course, we've had our share of winter-like weather already for the month of December. And we mentioned before, we as meteorologists, our winter begins on December 1st. But on the calendar, it does begin tomorrow. It will be a cold weekend. And despite some lake effect for tonight in the Marquette area, most of the weekend should generally be tranquil and on the dry side. We have this north to slightly east of north wind. This is a very good wind direction for Marquette. To the Munising of getting some of those snow showers and lake effect bands. So we could get a couple of inches tonight with most everyone else getting lesser amounts. Watch how the winds really die down. That's good news because Saturday, cold enough already. I don't think we'll get out of the teens with, you don't want any real cold wind chills. And eventually we'll get a slight shift to the south as we head towards Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. So the lake effect dies down early tomorrow morning here in Marquette, and then as the winds start to shift, the bands start to move away. A lot of clouds, maybe a few breaks tomorrow afternoon, but no appreciable amounts of precipitation expected here. So snowfall, Marquette looking at a couple of inches, 2, maybe 3 between tonight and early tomorrow morning. Most everyone else will be getting less than an inch of additional accumulation. Now we have Christmas and Hanukkah. They're both on the same day this year, December 25th. Last time that happened, well, you got to go back 46 years, back to 1978. It's the last time they were on the same day. So a bit of Hanukkah and Christmas trivia for you. And the forecast, as we've mentioned, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and the first day of Hanukkah for that matter, as we check it out here, looking pretty calm. We'll keep things calm, especially at the nighttime. Of course, many of you go into services of sort, looking pretty good there. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, mild, festive. Hopefully you can get out and enjoy. So temperatures on the cold side for tonight, dropping into the single digits, I think, in most areas by daybreak tomorrow. Lake effect snow will gradually diminish here in the Marquette to Newberry corridor there during the early morning hours on Saturday. But you can see our temperatures pretty much not getting out of the teens. And we're going to have some partly sunny skies for Sunday, a few snow showers on Monday. But as you mentioned, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Hanukkah, as well as Kwanzaa, all looking pretty dry and mostly cloudy skies and quite mild for this time of year. That trend is going to continue right on into Friday.
Thanks, Tom. Coming up next on Insights, we're joined by Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly to talk about their efforts to get Christmas meals to seniors. That conversation in 2 minutes.
Keep your car running this winter with help from Menards. Splash Ultimate Windshield Wash Fluid is effective down to negative 35 degrees. It clears ice and salt for a clean, streak-free shine. Pick up a gallon for only $2.39. Get maximum protection with Menards Extended Life Antifreeze and Coolant. It guards against rust and corrosion and features extended life coolant technology for use in all automobiles, light-duty trucks, and motorcycles. Get a gallon for only $5.99 after rebate.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Save big this holiday season at Kirkish Furniture's Christmas sale. This GE indoor smoker now only $749. GE Opal Nugget Ice Maker just $4.99. This Cafe Automatic Espresso Machine only $4.49. The Kirkish Furniture Christmas sale going on now in Houghton.
For most people, their second biggest purchase is their vehicle.
It matters what you buy and who you buy it from.
Selection matters.
Riverside has 7 dealerships and 10 different brands.
Certified matters. Shop our huge inventory of certified vehicles at riversidehasIt.com. Trade-in values matter. Riverside gives you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us.
Selection, quality, and price. What matters to you matters to us at Riverside Auto Group.
My first experience was probably 15 years ago. We have a 98 Ford Explorer, and we bought from a previous owner who's only had it like maybe 7 years, and there's not a spot of rust on it. The previous owners had it undercoated by other owners. This vehicle, we just had the undercoating here because up here in the UP, our winters are harsh, and if you have a nice automobile, you want to keep it nice. The staff is amazing, super friendly, accommodating, they're awesome. Definitely recommend Auto Owner.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Christmas dinner is special for a lot of reasons, and Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly is making sure our seniors are getting theirs. Joining us tonight from Little Brothers is their program coordinator in Marquette, Danielle Berg. Danielle, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Well, first, I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Well, our main thing that we're doing right now is that we are busy preparing dinner for about 1,000 elders in the UP. So we're prepping food, we're getting the last bit of donations, we're getting things to the sites, we're just getting ready to rock and roll since it's less than a week away now.
Do you have any idea of how many seniors are going to be helping out?
How many are going to be helping out?
Or how many you'll be helping out?
Okay, we will be feeding about 1,000 people.
Wow.
Here in Marquette, we do like 225 meals. And actually about 170 of those go out the door for deliveries to the elders' homes. And then we have a handful of people, maybe 30, 40 people that come in and dine in with us at the Elks Lodge.
Sure, and these bags here are what they're going to be delivered in, right? Tell me
Yes.
about these as well.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited about these bags because they're becoming quite a tradition for the elders that receive these meals, and they're starting to collect them and keep them for decoration in their homes and stuff. But I just wanted to show these. They're really special because these are the bags that the meals go to the elders' homes in, and it's very special. We send them off to the Alternative High School, Marquette Senior High School, Bothwell Middle School, and the art students and other students at the school decorate these bags for the elders. So it's just a little something extra that brings a lot of joy to them on the holiday.
For sure, and they look great, for sure. So tell me, what is all in these Christmas meals?
So when they receive their meal, they get a hot, beautiful, traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and they get a carnation, something for them to just have around and look at and remember about the meal. They get their bags, they get a card, and they also get a treat, which is like a little plate with assorted Christmas cookies. So 200 of the elders will get little assorted cookie plates.
And you guys don't just do this for Christmas, you do this for other holidays as well.
Yes, that's right. We do this for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter also. And we actually serve in 5 counties in the UP. We serve Baraga, Ontonagon, Houghton, Keweenaw, and Marquette.
All right, and just how much of a difference do you think this makes? When you're out there delivering these food, what's the reaction you get?
The reaction is pretty profound in a lot of cases, and you might not realize it, but some of these people are shut into their homes and don't usually see other people at all. So for them to have some friendship on the holiday and somebody to be with, even if for a short time, it makes a huge impact.
Absolutely, I can imagine. And I'm sure a lot of people are out there saying, well, how can I get involved with this?
Absolutely. We do have a beloved group of volunteers that it couldn't be done without. And in fact, for the Marquette meal, it usually takes between 40 and 50 volunteers to get the whole thing done. And we have people that deliver meals and people that help prepare the meals that go out, people that serve in the dining room, people that pick up elders and bring them to the meal. So yeah, there's lots of different ways to get involved.
All right. Is there any sort of website at all people can go to?
Yes, absolutely. Our website is lbfemichigan.org.
Excellent. All right, Danielle, thank you so much for coming in today. It's a great thing that you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For sure. All right. Coming up, Mike Ludlam has your look at sports. He tells us where a Marquette tennis player has decided to serve their college career. And the head coach of the Northern Michigan University women's soccer team is resigning to head elsewhere. We'll have that and more coming up when we come back.
These hands are working hands. My hands are the most important tools I have. You need to take care of them. That's where O'Keeffe's comes in.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also available in O'Keeffe's Lip Repair.
With Reynolds, holiday meals become so easy to prep, cook, and clean. You can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Make it easy. Make it with Reynolds.
This January, X and O marks the spot for laughs.
Boom! I feel like I'm on your talk show. You're so uncomfortably close.
Join Drew Barrymore and 8 of her funniest friends.
The price was wrong, Drew.
Sometimes the stars help, but not always.
What type of bridge is the Golden Gate?
Is there different bridges?
It kind of looks like a black suit changed its mind.
Hollywood Squares premieres CBS January 9th and streaming on Paramount+.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're gonna have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. A Marquette Senior High School tennis player will continue her career at Wisconsin Stevens Point. Peyton Bullock rose through the ranks with the Sentinels. As a freshman, she played fourth doubles, moving up to first doubles as a sophomore. She took over as first singles for her final 2 seasons. This summer, Bullock won the Michigan-Wisconsin Open Singles Tournament in Escanaba, and she also captured the doubles title with Peyton Plow. Bullock credits much of her success to coach Carl Thompson.
Thompson has kind of pushed me to become like a great tennis player. I've had a few upsets, but he's kind of just like given me my confidence and motivation to keep going. Stevens Point reached out to me, but I had already been in the process of looking for colleges, and I've been looking at some of the UW schools, and I'd gotten a few offers. So then I also reached back out to Stevens Point, and we kind of came up with a plan to get me going.
Bullock also played basketball at Marquette Senior High School. The NMU women's basketball team suffers its first loss of the season today, 68-50 to Northwood. J.C. Weisbrod had 27 points for the Wildcats, which doesn't leave much, unfortunately, for her teammates. NMU women's soccer head coach John Sandoval has resigned after 5 seasons. He has accepted the head coaching position at Division I Loyola University in Chicago. Sandoval's overall record with the Wildcats, 60, 21, and 15, and 35, 3, and 7 at home. He is a 2-time GLIAC Coach of the Year recipient. The regular season and postseason conference championships were in 2023 and 2024. Those were the first in program history. He coached 5 All-Americans and 6 academic All-Americans, 22 All-Region players, and 7 All-Conference Players of the Year. The Detroit Lions will play Sunday's game in Chicago without running back David Montgomery, who suffered a knee injury last week against Buffalo. Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson says that should not be a problem because Jahmyr Gibbs is ready.
It stinks that Monty's going to be out, but Gibby's he's ready for this. We've seen a lot of growth from him over the last year and a half, and I think he'll take the bull by the horns and run with it. And the guys that are depth players beneath them, Craig Reynolds and Jefferson and Bakke, those guys will have a great opportunity here to contribute as well.
I think we're going to pick up where we left off. It was hard losing Demo. I don't know how long he's out, but for the time being, we got him, so we're going to play for him.
Kickoff Sunday from Soldier Field is set for 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central Time. And Kevin, don't forget the Packers and Saints play on Monday night.
Thank you very much, Mike. The Upper Goddess is in the kitchen with a quick and tasty treat just in time for Christmas.
Hi. We're making one of your favorites, Dean. Caramel corn. So I popped a cup of kernels here. And in this pan, this is really a good caramel because it doesn't fail like regular caramel is really hard to make. We have 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And if you take, this is Karo syrup, no, if you take your measuring thing and you just rub butter on it, butter's in here already, it comes right out. You don't have to be like struggling, trying to like scoop it out with a spoon. And it works really good with honey too. So we're gonna boil this for 5 minutes. So this has been boiling for 5 minutes now, and you wanna add a teaspoon of baking soda, and you wanna add a tablespoon of vanilla, which is gonna make this, it goes crazy. I'm gonna put it back on the heat for just a minute here, just to stir it in good. So now you're gonna dump it over your popcorn. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna give this a good toss. You're gonna have your oven on 250 degrees. And you're gonna bake this for like 1.5 hours. But every 15 minutes, you're gonna take it out and give it a good toss. So that's what we do, and you're gonna see how good this looks. Here's our popcorn, Dean.
There it is.
Are you excited? I'm giving it to my mother.
You're giving a couple kernels to your mother.
Because you want to sit and eat the whole thing?
Yep.
So I actually cooked this for like 1 hour and 15 minutes. You can kind of tell when it's done. And yeah, it's so light, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that it's not completely coated because you get that real popcorn flavor and the caramel. So we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dean?
Yep.
And a Happy New Year too, but our next video is going to be the best Rice Krispie bars you ever put your lips on. I mean, they're insane. So give this a try and keep smiling.
Final look at weather coming up after.
Come see for yourself what people are raving about at Chicago Beefs in the Masonic Square Mall. We pick up fresh beef and delicious gravy in Chicago weekly to bring you that amazing, authentic flavor. Dine in with plenty of seating or enjoy delivery through DoorDash and Uber Eats. Plus, you can order takeout online at www.chicagobeef.us or call us at 1-833-YUM-BEEF. Open until 3 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Chicago Beefs in downtown Marquette.
CBS Sunday.
Welcome to the Kennedy Center Honors. Celebrate the legendary artists Francis Ford Coppola, The Grateful Dead, Bonnie Raitt, Arturo Sandoval, and the Apollo Theater.
Make some noise!
Join host Queen Latifah with special guests Brandi Carlile, Dave Chappelle, Sheryl Crow, Robert De Niro, David Letterman, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ray, James Taylor, Miles Teller, and more.
I love you with all my heart.
The Kennedy Center Honors, CBS Sunday, and streaming on Paramount+.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. You know, what you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take an extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Lake effect snow showers will be falling tonight, mainly between Lance through Marquette and into Newberry, where a couple of inches can be expected for tonight, and maybe a little bit more as we head on into tomorrow, which of course is the first day of wintertime. We'll have decent weather into Sunday. Monday looks good for some wet snow showers, not a lot of accumulation, but from Christmas Eve through Hanukkah, Christmas Day, and Kwanzaa, all looking pretty good.